Claudia Webbe.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. As the inspiring James Baldwin once said, anyone who has ever struggled with poverty knows how extremely expensive it is to be poor. My constituents of Leicester East, Leicester residents and the people across the country are facing an unacceptable squeeze on living standards that will increase already shockingly high rates of hunger and food insecurity. Between sky-high inflation, stagnant wages and an energy price crisis, households across the country are facing an unprecedented cost of living crisis. Inflation has already reached its highest level in almost 30 years, 5.4%. This means the cost of food and everyday essential items are getting more expensive. Worryingly, the chairman of Tesco warned that the worst of food price rises is yet to come. This is after the managing director of Iceland said that his stores were losing customers not to rival supermarkets, but to food banks and to hunger. Yet hunger is not inevitable. In one of the richest countries in the world, we have more than enough resources to eradicate hunger for every resident across the UK. While so many have suffered, billionaires and the super rich have increased their obscene fortunes during the pandemic. Yet this government only raises funds by squeezing the struggling many, whilst allowing the astronomical wealth of the few to continually grow. Figures released by the Trussell Trust show that use of their food banks in Leicester has risen by more than 300% during the pandemic. The number of children on free school meals in Leicester has also increased by 31% since 2016, meaning that over 1 in 5 school children in our city are reliant on free school meals. I have volunteered with many food banks in my community, and I know from first-hand experience the incredible selflessness that is involved. However, the government has created a scenario in which food banks are normalised and paper over obscene inequality and endemic instability. It is appalling that in one of the world's richest countries, workers are paid poverty wages and are forced to live on the generosity of others. Whilst they are currently necessary due to widespread poverty in Leicester and across the country, the over-reliance on food banks is a symptom of our unsustainably unequal society. Our priority must be to fight for a future that is built on solidarity and dignity, and in which poverty, hunger and food banks are a thing of the past. Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker.